let's get right into it. The Dubai Airshow 2025, wow. This was not just another industry get-together. It was a 5-day whirlwind that didn't just smash records, it gave us a crystal clear look at the future of aviation, defense, and really how we're all going to be moving around in the coming decades. And it all kicks off with this absolutely mind-boggling number. $202 billion. That's the grand total for all the deals signed at the show. I mean, it's a figure that almost doesn't sound real, but it's the headline that really sets the stage for everything else. And this chart just puts it all into perspective. The 2025 Airshow didn't just squeak past the last one in 2023. No way. It literally doubled the business, jumping from $101 billion to $202 billion in just 2 years. That kind of growth is, well, it's practically unheard of. But you know, the story here is so much bigger than just the money. The sheer scale of the event itself, it basically set a new standard for what a global air show can even be. So let's try to wrap our heads around this. We're talking about almost 250,000 people walking through the doors. That's like the population of a decent-sized city. Then you've got over 1,500 exhibitors, nearly 500 official delegations, all networking and making deals, with more than 200 of the world's most incredible aircraft parked right there on the tarmac. The global pull of this event was just massive. Okay, so let's dig into what was actually behind those huge numbers. And we have to start with one of the biggest shopping sprees commercial aviation has seen in a very long time, all driven by the powerhouse airlines right there in the Gulf. And what's really wild here is just the raw ambition. You've got Emirates leading the pack with a $41.4 billion bet on new long-haul jets. But then look at flydubai, a $37 billion order that totally reshapes their entire fleet strategy. And of course, Etihad was right in the mix too, snapping up more big jets for passengers and cargo. This quote from the chairman of Emirates really nails it. This isn't just about buying shiny new planes for the fleet. He's making it clear that this is a huge, long-term play that sends ripples through the entire global economy. We're talking about supporting manufacturing jobs for years and years to come. And this right here was one of the biggest stories to come out of the show. For its entire existence, flydubai has been a Boeing-only airline. That's it. Then, at this airshow, they placed their first ever order with Airbus for 150 jets. This is a massive strategic shift, basically guaranteeing a future where they operate planes from both big manufacturers. A huge deal. But believe it or not, commercial jets were only half the story. The defense side of the show had some truly game-changing moments, especially with the UAE's own Edge Group really stepping onto the world stage as a major, major player. And the big headline was this number right here, $7 billion. That's for a single landmark agreement that Edge Group signed, making it the biggest international contract in the company's entire history. And get this, it wasn't just a simple case of, here's some hardware. No, the deal with Indonesia covers everything from cutting-edge air defense missiles and stealth boats to cyber warfare systems. But the real kicker is that it also includes technology transfer and local production. This signals a much deeper strategic partnership, and it kind of points to this new trend of global defense alliances being built outside the old traditional channels. As if that wasn't enough, the skies over Dubai hosted something you almost never get to see. I mean, it's rare to see the latest military tech from geopolitical rivals at the same event, let alone flying together. But for only the second time in history, Russia's Su-57 and America's F-35A stealth fighters were both in the air, performing in the same flying display, a truly incredible showdown of technology. Which brings us perfectly to the show's official theme, the future is here. And honestly, this wasn't just some catchy marketing phrase. The airshow actually delivered a real tangible look at the kinds of groundbreaking tech that are poised to change, well, pretty much everything. And right at the heart of that future is this technology called eVTOL. The simplest way to think about them is as electric air taxis. They can lift off and land straight up and down like a helicopter, but they fly quietly and efficiently like a small plane. This is the tech that's supposed to unlock air travel within our cities. And for the first time ever at the show, these eVTOLs weren't just sitting on the ground as models, they were actually part of the flying display. You had Joby Aviation showing off its aircraft, getting ready for its planned 2026 air taxi service right there in Dubai. Add to that the biggest space pavilion the show has ever had, and a serious focus on using sustainable aviation fuel for all the planes, and yeah, the future was definitely here. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, the insane record-breaking deals, the new strategic defense alliances, and the debut of truly futuristic tech like flying taxis, it really makes you wonder, right? Has the Dubai Airshow become something more than just a marketplace to sell planes? Is this now the place where the very future of how we all get around is actually being designed and decided? Pretty interesting thought.